do that. Stop. What is wrong with you?
Just practicing my smile.
Yeah. Hi! This is what we do getting ready when he's waiting for me to start.
It's not really true. I do that all the time.
Oh, that is kind of true. You're starting to worry me a little bit.
Oh, that ship sailed a long time ago.
I think Halloween got to him, is what it is. Because we had Halloween yesterday. Yay! And we were going to do this video yesterday. But I had a lot of last minute projects to finish up. So
and we had to get ready for all the trick-or-treaters.
In a COVID-safe way so that we wouldn't have COVID candy to hand out.
And I have to give Lisa credit because I didn't think it was going to work out the way she was explaining it, but it worked out really well.
So I'm... What is the phrase?
Big-headed.
Not quite. That would be for you. We're going to describe me.
You're hand-wavy.
I am right. But you were right too.
I was.
Yeah, we were both right.
We're both right. She's usually right. That's why I've been married for almost 28 years. So, good figure. She usually does. So, anyway, what we did was we wanted to make sure that the kids kept moving, and we didn't want them coming into the yard and up onto the porch because we wanted to make...
Yeah, no gathering, no like clusters of
And we wanted
children.
to maintain safe distancing. So, what we did was I rigged up 2 sawhorses with solar lights, and then we put that in front of our sidewalk, or in front of the sidewalk coming into our house, and then Lisa spread fake cobwebs all along the front of our yard, over top of the...
it was like a spider fortress.
Yeah, but it was all lit up, and then she hung some orange lights and things like that, so it was really cool. And then the kids would come by, and we'd stop and say, hey, you gotta catch it. So Lisa bagged up a whole bunch of candy.
We threw things at children.
Yes. And they loved it.
I loved it so much.
They loved it. Now, in fairness, I wanted to have rock candy because that would have been a lot more fun. But we didn't. We actually Lisa put, what, 3 pieces or 4 pieces, whatever it was.
They got like 4 or 5 pieces of candy and every little snack bag. And I don't mean, they got some little cheap candy, but they got good chocolate.
Reese's
every single
and
one.
Hershey's.
And things. And then it gave a little weight to the bags, and they had to stop for like 1 second, and we chucked the candy at them. So we got to, when else do you get to throw things at children? And they're happy about it. And the parents were happy to let us throw things at their children.
Well, they were fun. They were having a good time because we said, see if you can catch it. So we would toss it, and they'd try to catch it in their bags. And then if it fell, it's not a big deal because it's in a Ziploc baggie anyway.
Yeah.
So they just pick it up and go. And the parents really liked it.
They all had a ball. And they could keep moving. Like, literally, they barely stopped for maybe even a second. We tossed it, and then they could keep going. So all of the little groups could stay apart from each other. And we had several parents come up and thank us that this way the kids could still trick-or-treat, because most areas were not. Our street and several of my neighbors, we all got together so that we could do that for them. And, they could do it safely and get their candy and keep moving.
And we wore our masks.
Yes.
And we also stayed at least 8 feet away. We tried very hard to maintain social distancing and using the mask and everything. Yeah. And the family that came up that said that they were really thankful, they were a family of sloths. So they had these inflatable sloth costumes. One says baby sloth, one says mama sloth, and one says daddy sloth. And they were adorable. And what was funny is we tossed candy and they didn't catch it. So they had these big bubble head things. And so they went over to grab the candy and they kept bumping their heads and stuff.
And they couldn't.
Oh, it was so worth it. I almost threw a couple more pieces on the floor, but I was nice.
It was so worth it.
I wanted to do it. Now, I had tossed some ideas around about using like a candy chute and things like that. And then Lisa brought up the point that, well, they're going to put their hands all over it and that's just going to
don't want everybody touching the same thing.
And everybody frowned on my idea of using a t-shirt cannon and jawbreakers. They thought that was a bad idea.
I kind of like the idea.
Yeah.
But the whole lawsuit angle.
Yeah, it was...
Not so much.
It kind of went the same way my idea with bear traps went. It did not go over well.
It did. Well, bear traps make them stop. And again, we can't have them stopping. And, one of the reasons why we couldn't do the video yesterday, because we wanted to, was 2 reasons, and one is for a little project Jack had and want to show you. But before we do that, the other thing I was trying to get ready yesterday was, yes, we did trick or treating with the kids that came by our house, but I had some gifts that I made for friends. And here's the thing: I have so little cross stitch or punch needle or things for our house because again, I make stuff and give it away or sell it. I don't have to stop that. I just need to make more stuff for our home. Bare walls behind us. I could fill that. But I made 3 gift bags yesterday.
B-A-R-E, not B-E-A-R walls.
Yeah.
Bare walls would be weird.
Oh, it'd be fun.
They'd be weird. They'd grab you
Yeah.
every time.
Anyway.
You couldn't throw trash on the ground because they would just pick it up.
Anyway. So I had shown this in our last Flosstube video. These were Halloween signs by Tiny Modernist. And I didn't have time to get the 4th one done, this one, and I might just do that one for me. But I did get these 3 done, and this one I did directly stitched it onto a burlap bag, and then these 2 I stitched separately and attached them to the burlap bags, and then we filled them with all of these really little specialty candies and gave it to our neighbors. Yay!
That was cool. Oh, and
so they got some trick or treat
tell
candy.
about the fraying, feathering of the edges.
Oh yeah, and maybe I will show you this. I'll show you how to do this in maybe the next video. I'm not doing it today because we're recovering from Halloween and still tired and are trying to kind of do this a little quicker today because we have kittens that missed us desperately yesterday because we were so busy and traveling around and getting stuff done that we need to get back to them today. Anyway, when I put them on the burlap bags, I was really stressed out about how to do it. I've never attached the pieces to a burlap bag before or anything. And I frayed the edges of it so that the edge, when you put it on the bag, was frayed all around, and I wasn't sure how to do that. Figured it out, and it's so much easier than what I thought it was. Way less intimidating, a little technique. And so in another video, I will show you how to do that, but so that you can see what I'm talking about, I did take a little video of the finished bags and my little Halloween tree on my mantle downstairs before we delivered them. And now it's actually safe to show because it doesn't ruin any surprise. So let's go to the video right now. Here's my Halloween mantle. Grows a little more each year. The problem is, like this year, I give pieces of it away. So the ornaments are still mine. They're adorable. The designs are by Doreen Jones. This was from last year's Just Cross Stitch magazine. And these patterns are hers that you can get on her Etsy site. And then these are by Tiny Modernist. And these I stitched. One I stitched right on this burlap bag. The other 2 I stitched on black Aida, and this was an orange tablecloth. And then I cut it out. And this one I did a little sewing stitch around, but then I hand sewed it to the bag, but I feathered it. The edge of it, see the little feathering? Undid it to make a little bit of a border. Super cute. And so each of those is filled, let me see if I can look, with candy treats for some friends. So I'm going to be Great Pumpkin and deliver these in just a few minutes. And then there's the last one by Doreen Jones. So these are cute little finishes for the most adorable patterns of cross stitch. And it just makes you happy looking at them. And then, of course, my lovely Halloween sign. Just because I had to have it for Michael's. Look at that. That's going to be a neat stitch someday, huh? So cute. So, Tiny Modernist and Doreen Jones, the perfect stitches for Halloween.
Okay.
Okay, so I hope you liked my little gift bags, and so now I need to work on some Christmas things.
And this is Luna.
Isn't she pretty? She's like the epitome of autumn, and she's beautiful.
And a daddy's girl.
And she's become a daddy's girl.
She's
I'm
so
a little
cute.
jealous.
She's so pretty.
And look, show her off. She's so fluffy.
He's fluffy and got that tail. Look at that tail.
This is, and we call her Luna Roo because of RuPaul sachets.
Sachet.
And she can sachet.
She's purring when she showed that.
Tail. But I did get a whole bunch of stitching buddy videos up, so if you haven't checked those out, go watch them. They're not very long, but they're so cute and wonderful, and like the epitome of Huga, like all things warm and fuzzy and cute and cozy in life. And so lots more stitching buddy videos will keep
Look how
coming.
glorious her whiskers are.
I know. Yeah, as you can see, she's not struggling right now. She's like, oh baby, that feels so good.
And I got my dad.
Look, look, look. Wait. Look, it's a Luna Zoom cam. Look.
No.
Isn't she beautiful? Look at those eyes. Beautiful girl.
Yeah,
So
blink, blink.
happy.
Blink, blink.
So happy. So we yeah. The stitching videos are up and there will be more stitching buddy videos, and just go watch them. They're lots of fun, and feel free to share because they're hilarious and cute and adorable, and I will be having tons more of those. But besides
so
those
loud.
lovely little Halloween finishes, and the little gifts that we gave out,
Let me put it down.
the other big thing that happened yesterday, in between getting everything else done for Halloween, is I'll let you say it.
I have a finish.
It's only taken a year. Jack finally got his first finished stitch. Now, it's not an FFO. It's not a fully finished object. We haven't like
We're gonna make it an
mounted
ornament
it
for
or-
the
yeah.
Halloween tree.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet, so we'll get to that. But he finished something.
And I had a great time. And I even made modifications.
I know. You just went like
Crazy.
crazy.
All right.
Yeah, Jack's
Let
wild.
me show. You know, it's almost illegal. All right. So, let me take this out so you can. I'll put yours separately because Lisa did this.
Oh,
first.
I did do one too. Yeah, we actually both did this pattern.
So this one is called the Littles, which is great because I've always called our cats Littles.
Yeah.
Like, hey Littles,
Littles,
what are you
hey,
doing,
Littles?
Littles? And watch out for this little. 'cause
And the
it's gonna
camera
knock it.
is
Glory Tail. Glory Tail.
yeah. So Luna is in the room with us right now, and that was
That was awesome.
that was her tail
That was a
switch.
sachet.
So that was a sachet with the tail, and I was trying to hold the camera still.
But this is by Bent Creek, and it's
Speaking of
called the
cats.
Littles Black Kitty. And so you can see that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
And I do love the fact that it's the Littles because that's what I do call my kitties. I call them all Littles.
Show me your kitties.
What's that? Show me kitties. I showed you my kitty.
Yeah.
Unikitty. All right. So I did that, and I changed some things up. Here is the finish. So
It's so
you
pretty.
can see. And
you know what? Hold on.
What?
Let's put something. Can you guys see it clearly? I don't know.
oh, you need to put some-
Sometimes because he did it on perforated paper. We both did. And so here, I'm gonna put it like this, and I will show it. That way, it's against the paper, and it's not the holes aren't showing through so much. Look,
And so
isn't that beautiful?
what I did is I used glass beads for the eyes,
Uh-huh.
and then
And it did not call for that. So that was Jack's whole idea.
and Lisa helped me figure out how to do a triangle nose as opposed to just another square.
Like a little gray.
And for that one, I used what is this? This was Simply Shaker. What's this called? This is called Otter Creek by the
Yeah.
Gentle Art.
Yep.
And
Gentle
that's
Art
this one
threads.
here. And I did that. Did the
And it's
whiskers
kind
and
of a
that.
gray green,
hmm
which
The-
kind of works with the green paper background.
Yep. And then the is that what it's called? Weeks Dye Works? Is that the name
Weeks
of this
Dye
one?
Works. So
Weeks Dye Works, Onyx. This is what I use for the cat itself, and it kind of has, when you're up close to it, it has a greenish hue to it.
I don't think they can see it.
I can't see. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's black, but it has a blackish green shades to it.
The outer edges used sarsaparilla, and this is by the Gentle Art, and that was a sarsaparilla for that.
So it's kind of a brownish golds.
And then what they I forgot
So
what they
the original
originally
color for the
Nutmeg.
fill of the background, I think, was nutmeg, but it is so the one that we had because these are hand dyed was so similar to this outer little border, like you couldn't even tell them apart. And so Jack used this one instead.
This is a burnt orange.
And can I just tell you, I love it so much better because the oranges, they create this ombre
Effect.
in the background. Can you see?
Yeah, and so what I did here, this was in the middle here,
Oh, yeah.
underneath the cat was supposed to be that brighter orange. So what it is, I blended that in with more sarsaparilla, and then over here I chose some of the darker oranges and kind of created this ombre effect in there. So I was pretty proud of the way it turned
Jack
out.
Had technique, y'all.
What?
He upped his game.
And I even made sure all the stitches went over the right same
Yeah.
way.
all the right direction. But look at that. Isn't that cute?
And I think I did pretty good on the back, though. I mean, all things considered, from my first
Yes.
attempt, it actually came out pretty good.
Which, we don't really worry about the backs too much as long as it can lie flat. So now we have to, we'll trim it to probably, like 2 squares out. So there's just like a slight green border. And then we're going to have to finish this into an ornament now. And where is the one?
What'd you just do
Here's
again?
the one that I did. I did it too.
Here, I'll take this one.
And I did not get this finished. I was going to give this to a friend, but I gave her a bag with a similar cat on it. So as part of the little kitty rescues that we did this summer, all the kittens that we have, my friend adopted one of them. And it was a white kitten with a little like a grayish smudge on its head, which is really cute. But Maze is her name, and she has one gold eye and one blue eye.
Really
She's
blue eye.
Beautiful. And so that's why when you saw the bag in the video, the bag has a gold eye and a blue eye on the little white cat. Well, I made, using the same pattern that Jack just did, I made this one. Look, so I was going to give it to her, but she got the bag instead. So I'm going to put this on my tree because I love Maze and I go and visit her. And so if you see, I have one gold eye and one blue eye on my little cat. So let's put them up together.
Okay.
So this is the same pattern with 2, let's see if we can do it up here. We can both see it. Can you see?
It? Is that
2
okay?
different versions of the same pattern. And I think that maybe for Christmas, and maybe I'll do this for my friend for Christmas, the owner of Maze, is to do this pattern again. You could leave a white cat, but you could make this like a green and a red background or peppermint. Like you could make this Christmas colors, which would be really, really cute. Or you could do it in teals and it'd be like a very wintry theme. So you could do this pattern again and again, however you want, and change the colors of the cat, make it look more like yours, which is what we did. So love it. But we're so proud of Jack.
I got one.
He did it. So yeah, let me show it again. And he went crazy. He did his own thing. Look, see? And I love the little beady eyes. Little green glass eyes.
They're glass beads, and they're like a greenish yellow.
They're so pretty.
More green than yellow, but
Yay, Jack! Everybody applaud! If you're proud of Jack, comment below. Yay, Jack! We're proud of you. So let him feel the love.
Oh! And the other thing, and Lisa can put a picture of this. I have a new bucket list item that I can check off my list. I didn't even know it was one until yesterday. Halloween. Yeah. Lisa had to get a couple of things at Walmart, so we drove to Walmart, and Lisa went in. I sat outside Walmart listening to hair metal. Poison was playing, and I was cross-stitching, and we have a picture of that, so it's really pretty awesome. Yeah. So here I am, just cross-stitching in a Walmart parking lot listening to hair metal, and it was fantastic.
You. All right, let's show it. Here it is, right there. Isn't that great? That's really funny.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
Yay! And now Jack's like, all excited because he got that done.
I get to start my next one.
And he's going to do his next project, which
is a witch.
Speaking of which, I did it because I was going to do this as a gift for another friend. And
what fell on the floor?
It's just another little stitch I showed last week. I didn't have time. Yeah. So, he is going to attempt. I've got
the pattern here.
This little witch called Sorcière. It's a French country witch by JBW Designs. And so here is my finish. And I use this lovely little green. It's an antique. It's called copper. No, it's called penny. It's like a copper penny. And it's a beautiful. It's actually an antique green. It's hard to kind of see on
JBW Designs.
Yeah. Now I did not do the bottom part. This is Sorcière. I think it's in French.
I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it's French country. So you can put it on there. And mine was this little tiny scrap of 28 count. And I did it as 1/1 on 28 count, this green. And I love it and it's cute. So we'll put it on the tree, or I might make it for a gift for someone next year. But he's going to attempt this, and he is going to put the Sorcière on the bottom. However, this is what I said we're gonna discuss, and you guys could give us your vote on it too. What we have is he wants to do this one on perforated paper.
It's easier for my eyes. I have a hard time with fabric.
Yeah, if you have a hard time with eyesight, and if you have a difficult time with arthritis in your hands.
Yeah, see, I use this. I look like a cyborg, and she has a picture of it with me on it with my finish.
Yeah, with it, we'll show that too. But then there's Jack blinding everybody.
I love all the rays.
I'm too sexy for my lamb. Anyway. Sad. So he's looking at doing this design now, and because he's just gotten all wild and crazy with cross stitch, he was trying to decide what colors to use for this next one, because we don't have, I'm sure they sell it, a cream and antique white perforated paper, but I don't have any right now, and COVID's like a little intense out there, so we're kind of not going out, and it might take a while to get anything in. So he's just still going to start it on what we have. We have some other types of perforated paper. Now we have, I do have white, just a plain white still in the bag there.
And again, we got this from Cross Stitch Station.
Yeah, Cross Stitch Station, and you can order it online, a lot of different places.
Awesome.
But Terry's awesome there. And so I have black, which I think make really cool, like chalkboard designs.
And this is
This is really cool, and
it's leathery or cardboard brown.
It doesn't come across very well as well on the camera. But up close, it actually is a little. Is it a little modelly?
It is a little bit modeled.
It has a little bit of modeling to it, but you know what? It might just be variations in the paper. But it's a coppery brown. It's really pretty. It's just coppery like the Mill Hill, and this is by Mill Hill, the company that makes like all the beads. They make perforated paper.
It's like a light blue or teal? Light blue?
Yeah, I think it's called. What is the name? Oh, Sea Mist Blue, which I voted for Sea Mist Blue. I like Sea Mist Blue. And then there's the green.
Which this happens to be my favorite color. Is like a parakeet green.
Misty Lime. And that's what we used on our little kitty ornaments. But I think Jack wants to use, and this is pretty. It's dark though. Why don't you go ahead and take that out? Because the plastic is like shimmery. There's scissors over there on the table. I think he wants to use maybe
kudzu, possibly
this coppery color, but there's not a real wrong way for him to do this. If he uses like a black or something, it's going to show up better on Sea Mist. There we go. If he uses the brown, it's still going to show up, but it's going to be a darker piece, and it's not going to show up quite as well. I thought he was going to use black.
Mm-mm.
However,
where did they go?
It just fell. I think the pattern just fell down.
No, the pattern didn't fall down. That was. Oh yeah, it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on.
He's got to go get it. And you'll notice I'm not doing a lot of editing because I don't have time right now. Anyway,
we had pattern malfunction.
I was really surprised that he was. Well, guess what? You don't need the pattern because I have. We'll just show this one.
It might be in my project bag.
I did it more like the project showed it in black thread. And I actually use Etoile, and it's hard to see on here, but in real life, it has a shimmer to it, which I like the shimmer of Etoile DMC thread, which that would be great on here. But Jack has decided instead, I might have it over here. I'm going to keep talking. That he is not going to use black, which I was
There's two different
here's this.
colors. Okay,
there we go.
Here's the...
Da, da, da. He wanted to use a different color of thread, which surprised me. There we go.
There's two that I was looking at.
Those two.
One is I like subtle colors. I like, especially when it comes to...
Because Jack isn't subtle. Gotta be
at
somewhere.
all.
No.
But when it comes to things like with witches and things like that, I like a certain kind of feel to it. So I looked at maybe doing this. This is...
we would like your opinion.
This is Weeks Dye Works, and this is their kudzu colors. Am I showing it there right?
There you go.
And what I want to do is on the background.
It's pretty, but I think it's going to blend in too much.
That's going to blend in too much. But if I do the background, if I do fill the background in with like a...
Well, then it would be fine.
Like a grayish or a cream color.
It would be fine.
That would be fine.
Then it would show up.
The other option I have, which is fun and is
fun.
Really cool. This is by Colorworks. This is called Frog Legs. And frog legs would be really cool.
Which would be really cool. So, but if you use the green frog legs, what color would you use to fill in? Where's the picture? Because it's not a filled in picture. They did it on the ivory, like an antique linen look. So he would have to fill in the background. Otherwise, you just see all the holes through the perforated paper. You don't want to leave it just looking. I
was actually thinking what might be cool with this. See, I like it when it's filled in because then it's all textured.
And then you would still have just a coppery border.
You know what might be kind of cool with
You
that?
could do both colors.
What if you did like a midnight blue behind that?
You could do midnight blue, which would be pretty against the copper. Wait. Where's that other color yet? It just fell out.
Kudzu. Kudzu's really pretty.
Does the kudzu go with the line? It does. And put it against here.
That might be super cool.
And you could use the kudzu to fill in.
Yeah. That'd make it
That actually might be really pretty. Well, so do the witch in the bright green frog legs, and then use the modelly kudzu
to fill in the background.
Because the kudzu actually has it's
got a greenish hue to it.
It kind of has a little bit of this tone to it, but it has a greenish brownish hue to it, and you could use that as the fit.
That'd be really cool. That'd be really pretty. Cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do.
So I don't know how long it's going to take him, but he's going to start it this week, and who knows? But yay, Jack has one finished, and we're going for a second one.
I got to look at this. Does this have like little halves and things, or is it just all fill?
Nope.
Okay.
No, whole stitches, no half stitches or anything like that.
Is it the same size? It's a little bit bigger than what I did.
I think it's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
But it shouldn't take you too long.
I think that one's like 3 inches, something like that. Anyway,
the longest part will be doing the background.
Yeah, it's
actually.
Not bad. Yeah. So, yay, Jack!
So that's my next project. I'm going to start on that today.
And then I showed you my finishes. I have some whips to show you, and I'll go through really quickly. This is by Nora Corbett, and this one is Donner. And look, so don't mind the wrinkles because I'm still working on it. Look how much. I have all of the basic DMC thread filled in now, but now there's like 18,000 beads, and there are specialty flosses by Krennic that I bought. Can't tell you where they are. Nope. Can't tell you a thing. Someday I'll find it, but it'll look like that when it's done.
She'll find it as soon as she buys more.
As soon as I buy more, I'll find it. But I have actually made quite a lot of progress. I think it's beautiful.
Once you flip it around.
So, am I showing the back?
You are showing the back.
I'm showing the back. Look how nice and pretty the back is. Look at that. See, it's so pretty. I didn't even know which side was right.
Look how attentive her hubby is.
I know. Look at that. And so, it's very pretty.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
I like that color.
And I do want to do another matching one because these are going to be gifts from my in-laws. I don't know if I'm going to get the other one done, but at least I think I can get this one done. So,
I like that color with the white.
Maybe I can by Christmas. The other thing I want to show you is Not Forgotten Farm. I started this one by Lori Brecklin. And it's adorable. It's called Christmas Cat. It is a primitive. And it's kind of, I will say, the printed cover is a little hard to see. But there's this little orange cat that looks like our little orange kitten, Rummy. And it's super cute. So right now I just have the tree done. And you know what? I think more Christmas designs should be in these colors. This has a lot of golds and coppers, and the rug is a couple of shades of this dark, it's hard to see, but it's a dark teal. Dark teal and coppers are beautiful Christmas colors. And they work really well with fur green colors. Can I tell you one thing, though, on this? And Lori, maybe you can tell me. What are these? Is it logs? Or are they like a chest? Like, these are, like, there's like a couple little presents in this.
Let me see the thing.
I don't know what it is. See? This little... Because it looks like two little locks, like a latch or something. Like it'd be like little trunks, like little boxes.
I'm not sure, but they match the picture.
I don't know, it matches the picture, and it's really cute. But it's adorable, and I cannot wait. The next part, I'm going to do the cat. So that is my, the whip of that one. And then I
Did you want to put this
started... Yes, put it in my little bag here. Look at this project bag. I showed it last time. I do as I please. I love it. I got that by a maid in Stanton, Virginia. And then this one I just started. This one is by Barbara Anna. It's Barbara Anna Designs. And I'm not doing it. They used a cream background. It's another little primitive stitch. And I don't know. I just wanted to do something not on a cream background. And then I was like, oh, do I want to do the cream background?
Is that my needle minder?
Of course it's your needle minder. I needed an extra needle minder because I have a lot going on right now. So, who bought you that? Who hasn't used it for a whole year? You snooze, you lose. So, here's the design by Barbara Anna. And it's cute. It's a little Christmas sampler. See? And I love Santa with his little striped socks. And I really love how it looks. Except the snowflakes don't show up pretty much at all. Not a bit. Which is kind of disappointing. So I wanted to do it on something that the snowflakes will start to show up more. See, you can start to see the little snowflakes. And this is all done in these... Okay, this is one of my new favorite things. It's not showing up as well as I'd like on camera. 40 to 10. and 4200. These are DMC colors, and they kind of are like a week's dye worth. They're like a hand painted ombre, and I'm addicted. They are beautiful together. It gives these nice little different reds, and so the reds will be all the way through it. There's only like 7 or 8 colors, but the rest of it's in grays and whites. But their background color for the lettering and the background of this little sign is brown. But I didn't like the warmth of the brown with the grays, the coolness of these grays. It's like a cherry red. These are very cool reds and the grays. So I chose, this is Etoile background, kind of hard to see, and I use Etoile for the joy. And then these colors, the black is actually a cast iron skillet.
Oh, that's from, that you have over there.
I think it's for Gentle Art.
Gentle
Reds.
Art.
And so I've changed it, and I think if I had used the antique linen look, I think I would have liked the brown better because of the warm background, but I really didn't have it, so I chose this color, and this is a soft green, which is very Christmassy. And so it's more of a, I mean, it's still a little primitive, the design is primitive, but it has a more of pops of color.
Where'd you get this fabric?
This is Ada. So it comes rolled up. You can get it from Walmart, but see, you can get it from, I think I got it from like Joann's or Michael's. But here's the thing. So now I'm kind of disappointed because I love modeled fabrics. And this is a very straight color. And so I'm looking at it going, should I have like dyed it first to make a modelly background?
Well, the reason why I'm looking at it is I can actually see these holes.
Well, it's a lighter fabric, so you could see it. You could see white too. Yeah, Jack could stitch on this. He has to be careful with his eyesight. But if you look at it, like, I'm so addicted to having, like, even, again, it's hard to see. If you use, like, a regular fabric, you have, like, all, like, you could do, like, modeling of colors, and it makes it a little antiqued, and I just love the way that looks. And this is a straight color, a flat green background. I don't know what you think. And I like it. Which gives it a very crisp, clean, wintry feel. Or do I want to stop and, like, start again on another piece of green fabric and do a dye job to it? I don't know. I don't know. There's no real right or wrong way to it. It's like I almost feel like I'm going to be doing this twice. But I really love the way the colors look, but do I want to add
a little bit darker version
of
this?
A little bit, like, not a different, I don't want it, like, a drastic different, but if I did, like, a little bit of a green wash. Because if I did that now, it might, like, bleed into
you couldn't do it
the
with that.
red. I know, that's the problem. And do I want to do this again? I don't know. But you know what I could do? I have another
What could you do?
piece of this. I could go ahead and dye the other piece of it, like I'm talking. And then I could still just keep going on this one if I want to.
Well, what color is the other piece?
This color.
Oh.
I have another piece of it. But I could do the dye on here and, like, on that piece and see if I like it. And I could, if I want to start again at that point, I could.
What other colors do you have of this?
I have, like, a black and I have a platinum. I have a piece of that left, which is like a silver. Platinum's beautiful. It's a silver gray. It's really, really pretty. And I have white and I have ivory and...
Because if you did ivory, did like a tea dye or something with it, that might be cool for my witch.
Yeah, if you want to.
And then I wouldn't have to do the
coffee dye.
background.
No. But you could do a background if you wanted to. It's, what does Jack want to do? See, it's hard when you start, like, doing this. It's so much easier to just pick out exactly what a designer has. And that's kind of one of my challenges to myself this year, is to take what the designers have done with, you know, the actual pattern, and just like what we've shown you here, change up the threads, change up the background colors, and make it your own. Way easier said than done. It's hard when you have unlimited choices. Yeah, it's much easier to just pick a pattern and get what they suggest and go for it, and it's wonderful.
I usually have a pretty good eye for things, and so when I think about it, I'm like, I come up with a lot of different ideas. And
the problem is that, like for this, if I dye another piece or I just use this, either way it's going to be cute.
Well, but if we wanted to do if that which I'm doing is for the ornament tree, don't we want to do that on the paper?
No, because I have other things. You could do whatever you want.
Oh, I thought you...
No, because I have one ornament. I have a Halloween tree that I'm kind of doing like a little bit more primitive style, which that would work for the witch and the little cats, and the other one is like bright, bold, happy Halloween colors. So, and it's kind of going to be, I want to do Christmas trees too, and it's kind of the same thing. I'll have one that's more primitive and one that's more happy, bright, modern. And the reason why I'm sticking with like a lot more ornaments right now and smaller things is because the kittens are just destroying everything, and we are so not having a big Christmas tree this year because we would never actually get the Christmas tree in an upright position. It's just going to remain on the floor the whole season. So I can put small trees on our fireplace mantle where they can't really access, and we do it the fireplace mantle, and it's really pretty. And I can do a million little ornaments that way and put it up there, which I almost thought about doing this on a really fine fabric to make this like shrink down.
This is about. Is this the same count as my perforated paper?
Decisions. Yes, this is a 14 count. I think your perforated paper is a 14 count.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe that's why I saw it. Maybe that's why it made it easier.
You can see it a little bit easier to see. So, decisions. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's my whips for right now. And we'll come back in another week or two and hopefully show
How
some
many
more.
threads do you use for that?
You can use 2. But for this, I use 3 because when I make these little figures, I really don't like seeing the fabric through it. I like really solid design work. So I use 3 threads on 14 count for these. And because the white of the snowflakes is harder to see, I use 4.
Oh, okay.
I use 4 threads on that, and it raises it up, and it makes it a little.
Well, this
bit
is a little
bolder.
more. This is a little more pliable than the paper because paper you can't stretch it out at all if you needed to poke the needle through.
Right. So this works a little bit more, and you can only go so thick when you're doing this. Like you can't. I know it's 14 count, but you can't use 4 threads or even really 3 threads when you're doing perforated paper because it'll bust the holes. Yeah, these have a little bit of give to it. So.
Can I still use that gold needle in that?
Yeah, perfectly.
I like that because it doesn't stick me.
Yeah, he likes that one. A little bit more of a rounded point to it. So
Safety.
We'll see. So maybe I might do that. I might dye the other piece because even if I don't use it for this design, having one with greens and teals, I mean, I love the colors, so I'll use it for something else. Because I do want to start a couple of other ones for Halloween. Halloween on the brain for Christmas. Whether we'll get them done because, wait, before we go, one more thing. I wanted to show you this. I have to get this design out. I'm going to try to get it out by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So that's like November 4th, 5th, maybe. I have a new punch needle design. I'm going to put this in my Etsy shop because all the funds selling the punch needle patterns go to helping the kittens like Luna that you saw.
The littles.
Ready? I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. Look at my new Christmas pattern. This uses Valdani threads. Do you see? It's so pretty.
That's super cool.
It is. It's gorgeous. This is one of my new favorites. It only uses 1, 2, I think 4 colors. Maybe 4 colors. It's beautiful. So this pattern is going to be in my Etsy shop in a couple days' time. And it's just stunning. And I love it. And the camera is not even showing you how rich these reds are. I'm in love. It's one of my new favorite things. And, so, woo, I'll just put it right here with us. Yay! Joy! Because I'm so happy. And, it'll be in the Etsy shop. And it's gorgeous. And I am thinking, I don't know if I'll get to it. Maybe. I'm learning how to do, I can do punch needle patterns. I'm learning how to do cross-stitch patterns. Whole different ballgame, y'all, when you start trying to design them yourselves. I'm thinking this would be a beautiful cross-stitch pattern.
Or cross punch.
But yeah, I think maybe I'll try to make this into a cross-stitch pattern. But if I try to do that, it might take me like another whole year. I don't know. So enjoy the punch needle pattern. It'll be there in a couple days' time. But isn't it pretty?
It's pretty.
I love it. I'm really excited about this one. So I'm going to make a couple of more punch needle patterns for Christmas. So trying to have the time to do this and do stitching, it doesn't always work out that way. And our stitching buddies, because we have a lot of kittens and they take a lot of time.
You're special.
A lot of time. So worth it. So
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
This is just more for my own edification because I'm always thinking about things, right? Do cross stitchers? Oh, come over here a little. Do stitchers? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what the question is. Cross stitchers?
People that do
Stitchers.
cross stitch and all that other
Stitchers.
stuff. If Do you only look at YouTube? I mean, Flosstube videos, or do people go to blogs, or because the reason I'm asking,
Yes.
Well, I didn't know if people would be interested sometimes in like a blog with the steps that we do. I don't know. I'm not saying that I will, but I'm always looking for new ways to push things out. And I didn't know if that would be of interest to anybody.
Some people, yes. Some people, no. And then we've done that. We were trying that for the website, and we're putting it all on there.
But we were doing it on Pumpkin Lady, and Pumpkin Lady's only pumpkin carving patterns,
Right.
nothing else. They don't like anything else on it.
Here's the one thing I will say about that, is when I was trying to do that before for all the punch needle designs, and doing more of the process, it takes a lot of time.
Oh.
It takes an intense, you have no idea, like dozens and dozens and dozens of hours to produce, I guess the way I was doing it anyway, blogs on everything that you do and the steps and the color. It's a lot. It's very time intensive.
I'm just asking.
And so some people do. Some people don't use them. It's great. They're wonderful. But for the people that do it, I salute you, because it just got to the point when I was trying to do it that's all I'm spending my time on. And then you're not even having time to stitch and do other things, which... what is your focus? Where do you really want to concentrate your time?
Kind of like I did Instagram once for the cats, and it took off like crazy. But then it got to the point where that's all I was doing, and I hated it.
Right, and then you don't enjoy it anymore, because then if that's all you're doing is just working on the computer, which is what it seemed to be doing, and having to do photography, which I'm still doing a lot of that for doing the stitching buddies with the things with the kittens, then I'm not getting to stitch as much, or just punch as much, and then it's removing the joy of the process for me.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if you want to do it...
I don't have time to do it. Because I work like 13 hours a day.
Yeah, he does. It's pretty crazy right now. Yeah, I mean...
I just didn't know. I was just wanted to throw it out there. I didn't know.
But you know what you could... I would love to know is, what are your favorite websites to go to for cross-stitch? Or
yeah, that'd be cool.
Facebook groups, because I'm always looking for more Facebook groups. I'm in several punch needle groups. I'm always looking for more cross-stitch groups to join. A lot of Flosstubers have their own page now on Facebook, and I have one for Pumpkin Lady. I don't have like a Flosstube Facebook page for us.
I'm not on Facebook because I'm a curmudgeon.
Yeah, he's a curmudgeon. I am on TikTok with all the kitten videos, though. Now
I'm not on TikTok because I'm a curmudgeon.
Because he's a curmudgeon. You would love TikTok because it really is just cat videos if that's all you want to see, or stitch videos.
You show them to me anyway, so I don't need to be on it.
That's true. But I would love to hear your favorite sites to go to for cross stitch or other floss tubes and things. I haven't even had time to watch a lot of floss tubes, but I love floss tubes, and I love a lot of other people to watch, like Stitching with the Sisterlies and Teresa Kogut and Java Girl and Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, and a lot of those love all of them. So
who are the two guys?
Oh, and Married with Stitches. I think it's Married with Stitches. The guys,
I like them.
Yeah, I love them.
Fun.
So I'd love to know what who you follow and your favorite designers. Tell me your favorite designers. Add that below. But just comment. I would love to know so I can go look them up and maybe we can show them and stitch some of them. And I'm going to do some more little Stitchymation videos soon. So if you're a designer that wants to have like one of your more simple, smaller designs stitched as an animated video, let me know, because I'd love to do that, especially right now, some Christmas ones and Valentine's, which will be coming up, or winter. Winter would be really great. So we need to take a break so we can go stitch.
Well, I've got to figure out if I want to do that dye of that material, or do I want to use the paper? I think with that I can actually see the holes, though. And I don't have to use the stabby needle.
Curious minds want to know.
Yeah, the stabby needle is not my friend.
No,
So.
we have enough cat claws to stab, so we don't need that. So,
Yeah.
who knows? But until next time, which will be like maybe another week or two,
Ish.
we're going to go stitch. So, see you later.
Bye-bye. See ya.